Alright, today we're going to be playing some Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Let's do this. Oh, hold on. Got to change. There we go. Current time. Oh, it's pretty close to that, actually. 43. Nope. Bam. Oh, hold on, I set it to the... There we go. Now I can hear what's going on. Alright.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Wait. Am I playing now? I am. Alright, let's do this. So Stanley has a very boring life, it sounds like, but today something happens that will change his life forever. Crouch. I hate Mondays.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
That noise. I got an achievement. You can't jump. But who jumps with the right or left click? This noise. Alright. Alright, Stanley. I bet they're smoking fat in this
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Oh yeah? Well, this is my game, not yours, Mr. Narrator. Ooh, remodels.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he? Stanley entered the door on his left, you say? What if I enter the door on the right?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Of course. Let's admire this game.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Beautiful.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
They're nice. These are some nice chairs, some nice paintings, some nice mugs. Number
At
one,
this
Dad.
point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
Possibly. I wonder if he says anything else if I just stay in here.
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
Oh, I decided that a long time ago. Now I just want to hear more dialogue. Do you think he's gonna say anything else? Probably not. Alright, let's keep playing.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Did Stanley take the first open door on his left? You know, I don't think he did.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Do not lie. If you are lying right now, stop. Got it. Bucket. Can I pick it up? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty for jumping off the cargo lift, $5,000. Interesting.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is her?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Who's been waiting?
That's her, Stanley.
It scared me.
You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Oh. Dare I pick up the phone? I don't want to pick up the phone. Can I leave? Fine. Wait. I'm gonna unplug it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
This is my game, not yours, narrator.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
That I am.
I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Okay, let's...
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Rupert.
He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Now, the way this video just described to me makes me feel like I don't want to do it. You know, I'm rebellious. See if I can plug the phone back in. Do anything else around here? Maybe just wait. I don't think there's anything else going on here. Oh, we're back. We're back in this room. Oh, lag spike.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
It wouldn't.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse.
Oh, you're treating me like a baby.
It seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
The reality of human choices. We can't have that. It's having me go back through all the bad decision making I've had. Oh, we're back.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending.
Nah.
The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
No, we're staying in this room for a bit more. I don't think he's gonna say anything. I really wanted him to. Like, he could have been all like, ah yes, the conference room. Once again, or something like that. He'd probably just get upset. Never mind, he didn't say anything. Okay, apparently these doors, none of them open, but I'm gonna try.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Okay.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Oh. I was gonna say there was only one door there. Okay. If you want me to follow the story as Stanley would, let's open the door on my left. Oh. Whoops. Oh. Okay, I thought that totally broke the game. Can we open this door? No.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Interesting. I wanted to look at this for a second. Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. I didn't know they had one of those. Rip Franz. Rip Franz. Okay. Weekly targets, admin, marketing, 451's private time. This box is too small. Interesting. This is fun. Push for funding for R+D of new coffee machine. What? Crossed out we have I can't read that. Get Chris out of the broom closet. Interesting. These are fun. I like this game. Teenagers. Space between the teenagers. Throw something in the ideas bin. Sorry about that. Got me a call. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Everyone is unique. You, most of all. Number of slides on this slide. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Got a phone call from my buddy Scat. Anyways, where were we? I think we were going through here. Broom closet. Can't go in the broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. Stanley?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
There is.
You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Stanley doesn't speak. Stanley does not say words.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Whoa.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. Not this time.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
What is going on here? How can I close this door? Okay, I guess we have no other option. We have to go through the left door. Something's wrong here.
I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do?
What do I do?
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have
No,
to.
don't do it.
I have to.
You do not. Oh my. What is going on? Creepy. Where am I?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now
Me.
look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the
Looks
only
pretty
thing in
good
the
to
world
me.
that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
No.
That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my
He's
story.
mad.
If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
Oh, here we go again.
When
What?
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Stanley! Stanley, you look pretty,
Stanley? Hello?
Stanley?
Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
Oh,
I
this
need
is
you
the
to
end?
walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is
No.
everything all right?
Stanley can't see or hear.
Stanley, this is important.
Oh.
The
Oh,
story
Stanley.
needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do
Stanley?
something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right.
Stanley's thinking face.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Stanley's dead. Ah, here we are. Right back where we started, I think. Okay. What if I close this door?
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure.
Nope.
What
I'm
if he had
staying
to
here.
make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go any way except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever.
This is my
I will be
workplace.
happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come.
Yes.
Eventually, someday, they would arrive.
Yes, they will.
Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do.
Come on.
Now it's
Orders.
just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
Was that it? Oh, that was a lame ending. Okay. So this time, let's follow what he has
All of
to
his
do.
co-workers were gone.
Follow what he asks.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
Hold
memo.
on, I gotta take a stop by the store real quick.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it
Great
didn't
door.
make a
Great
single
door.
difference. Nor did it advance the story in any way.
Yeah. Alright, 2 doors.
When Stanley came to a set of
Left.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did.
Yet there was not a single person here.
Tips for not
either.
getting fired. Talk
Feeling
less.
a wave
Do
of
unbelievably
disbelief,
amazing work all the
Stanley
time,
decided
every
to
day
go
with
up
an
to his boss's
expectation of
office,
promotion or
hoping he
recognition.
might find an answer there.
Broom closet. Ooh, we can go in the broom closet.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Nope, I like the broom closet. Sorry, I know
There
I
was
said I
nothing
was
here.
gonna
No
follow
choice to
him,
make,
but this
no
broom
path to
closet.
follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
There's got to be something in here.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything.
I'm
At
doing
least if
something.
there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I like this guy, this narrator. He's funny. Standing here doing
Are you
sweet
really
FA.
still in the broom closet?
I am.
Standing around doing nothing? Why?
Why not?
Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
It's a nice broom closet. Standing on cardboard.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right?
I do.
If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
Interesting. Well, in that case, broom closet.
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
You're still talking.
Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
No, they probably did the exact same thing as I did.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug
It
money.
happens.
Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers.
Oh, okay. Stanley's bougie.
Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose. Hello? Anyone who happens to be nearby? The person at this computer is dead.
I'm
They have
alive.
fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming, so that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway.
Okay. Got you. Hopefully somebody who understands video game mechanics can do it, because I definitely can't. Any more? Is he gonna say anything else? Start teabagging? What if I exit and then go back in?
Second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you. You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of
This
invalids.
is great.
Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to.
Nope.
A fish? Fungus?
Nope.
Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay. Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? Okay. That's enough broom closet.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, fine. Ah, different this time. It was green last time. Oof.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him?
What is it?
What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
I don't know that. Two, 8, 4, 5.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Sheer luck.
Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Where? Here we go. What is this? What happens if I go this way? I thought I was about to fall off. Oh, crap.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar.
A bit.
It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Alright.
Stanley walked
Whoa.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I'm out of here.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Ah, I like it. I like the sound of that.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Ah, but Stanley wanted to...
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Quite willingly. Whee! Whoa, what the hell? Oh, crap.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell. I'm out of here.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oh, okay, never mind. Stanley survives.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Who knows? This narrator, he's crazy. I like humor.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
I did. Wow. This is the best display I've ever seen. Hey, solitaire. No. No. This is the best display I've ever seen. Door 1, door 2, door 3. It's even got the filing cabinets from before. Button sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pressed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Oh, I like that one. Very nice. Credits. Oh, very nice. The office. Maintenance room. What is that? Oh. Alright. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While he had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of these emails. How do you make the worst game ever? You don't. That's how. Subject, how is games? How is the game going? I hope it's as good or better than the first one. From a cool man. Are you a rock? Could you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800? 1112800. The thing I wanted to know, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? Oh, we found that out. The lounge. Yeah, this place was lit. Previous version of the choice leading to apartment ending. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. Oh, so I didn't have to unplug it. I could have just waited there. I was waiting for a pretty long time though, I promise. Maybe not 15 seconds exactly. Escape menu. Huh. The Zending. Screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Sending levers. What's this? What is this? Oh, trailers. Cool. Cool. Alright. This is a cool little area. I like all this. What was that? I swear I just saw something.
To end this injustice forever.
Whoa.
Stanley pushed The orange
Ah, this
lever.
is Kevin Brighting.
Nothing there? Shoot. Well, try the other one then. Stanley stood on the roof.
How do I do that?
Stanley pushed the big red button.
I think I'm lost. It's a big place. Warzone. We designed an ending where Stanley would end up on the battlefield fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was too far. It was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. How shooters can grow a pair. It would have been good. Alright, I've been here before. How do I get out of here? Oh, it's my office. Oh, here we go.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I'm free.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh, crap,
But
we're
listen to
back
me.
here.
You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
I'll eat it.
Don't let
Oh. Oh, that noise. And Stanley was dead. Alright, that's gonna do it for this episode. 2 endings right there. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one, because the next one's gonna be good.